Okay. If anybody else has questions, they'll just come to me. Um, when signing people up for this, um, it's just a free Team Beachbody account. It has nothing to do with actually like signing up with Beachbody On Demand membership. So the easiest way to get this done is just send them the link that has your ID number in it, of course, to order the sampler pack. Because when they go to order that, they'll have to create the free account. So that right there is all it takes. They'll get the confirmation email, and in that email, it should have a link to Beachbody On Demand. They click on that, they sign in, and all they'll have access to is Clean Week. I think they can like look at the other programs, but they can't actually do anything. And from what I gathered, I know Erin, I think, asked this earlier. She said, how long do they have access to it? I think it's forever. It's just the free account gives you access to that and only that. But it's unlimited, I guess. So that was pretty much all she covered. So again, just like my biggest takeaway from her, kind of with her, her main challenge groups was having the all-in and the self-paced. I really kind of want to see how I can make that work for me. I liked that. Last coach was my favorite, Haley Christensen. I can't get enough of her ever. I like stalk her Instagram. She started out by talking about how she's going to take advantage of Clean Week within her monthly marketing plan. The first week of the month, she always runs her sneak peek. She does like a 3-day kind of thing. Second week is her paid challenge group. Third week is like more kind of coach training. And her fourth week is where she's going to implement Clean Week. So the last week of the month, you've got Clean Week. And then you invite those people to join the real challenge group. So they'll have a full week in between where they can order and get their stuff. And then that helps us, hit your Success Club goal right away so you're not stressed about it later on. So that's a good way to kind of plan your month out if that's something that you haven't done yet. In her Clean Week, she said she's running with a Success Club partner. I know that a lot of us coaches, we're just already doing one together as a joint group, so I think that's fantastic. She mentioned that they're going to start off with, share their story in a live video. Again, there's those live videos. They make a difference. They're going to incorporate personal development to show how much of a difference that can make. And again, that can kind of lead to like coaching, hint. They'll do prizes, super small, like samples of Energize, Shakeology cups, whatever. And then, of course, inviting to the paid challenge group. And she said, if you don't watch her on Instagram, you probably don't understand her personality. She's just so, like, she talked about how introverted and awkward she is, but she's so bold and upfront about everything. I just can't quite get a handle on her. But she said, so you invite somebody to the challenge group and they say no. She's like, okay, so my response is going to be like, all right, I totally get it. You don't want to do it, but I do have to ask a favor. I'm running this coach sneak peek. Can you just hop in there, show me some support so I'm not feeling, like super awkward? And they're probably just going to be like, yeah, okay, why not? And then they're going to say the coach sneak peek. And I'm like, that would feel so weird. But you have to do those things sometimes or all the time. But anyway, just a little side note there. And again, her approach to inviting, I'm trying to do it more and more myself, not copying her, of course, but just having the confidence in a conversation with somebody. If you message somebody and you're like, hey, I'm doing this group and I really don't know if you would like it or not. I don't have a lot of people yet. It's, you do have to pay, which I know sucks, but you could try it if you wanted. Do you think anybody's going to be excited about that and want to join you? No. They're going to second guess everything that you have to say. Be confident when you go and invite somebody. Be confident when you post. Be confident when you follow up. Haley mentioned, okay, $30 for a week of Shakeology and nutrition and fitness and a coach and support, or $20 like spent at Starbucks in a week. Like, people have the money and you need to get them to realize that. Like, don't be pushy, don't be forceful, don't be mean. Just know what you're talking about and know what you stand for. And again, just, I don't know. Yeah, she just talked about that a lot. She said, kind of like how all the other coaches have, by day 3 or 4 of clean week, start inviting. Don't wait until the very end. A lot of people die off by then, and it's just annoying. So get it done early on. And the last thing that she had to say is, this is not a job for lazy people. I just had to throw that in there. But I don't know, there are just so many like good tips. It's very simple things, but stuff that I think will help us get the most out of this group, and reach a lot of people and get more people on board. Because we all know how hard it is to believe anything you see on the internet anymore. So this is a very helpful tool, and we should take advantage of it like right now. You should be talking about it right now, doing the workouts, all that good stuff. So like I said, I started recording towards the end of this, but any questions, anything you want me to touch base on again, or anything you guys have to add, go for it.
I have a comment about the all-in group and the kind of like on their own terms kind of group. So Diana and I did this a lot last year, where we ran a group in the app, and then her and I have a separate group on Facebook where she has her members in it, and then I have my members in it. So it's separate. She has her own and I have my own, but we run that all-in group on Facebook, on the app. So that's really helpful, because if you run a challenge group, like this is just the way I'm going to do it for the rest of the year, is that I ask in my current group where I have all my members, anyone that's ever gotten a free membership with me, BOD, Shakeology samples, whatever, like anytime they've ever shown an amount of interest and they've worked on it some way, shape, or form, I've put them in that group. I always do a live video. I always invite them from there to the app. I'm always like, okay, we have an all-in group going, and it's going to start on this day. From what you have, this is all you need to do to be able to get in that group. So whether they have, like, if they're have Shakeology, but it's not on order, I'm just like, grab you a bag of Shakeology and you can jump in this group. Or if they had the 14-day trial and it ran out, I'm like, okay, just upgrade that and I'll throw you over in the app and you can definitely like hit it hard. So I think what I'm going to do, this is just an idea that I guess everybody can decide if they want to do, but when Clee Week is over, whether that person continues to do on demand, if they purchase a year of on demand or whatever, or a challenge group, a challenge pack, I'm going to put them in my kind of self-paced group, because I feel like at least there they can see others working. And I don't feel like I post enough over there, so I'm going to be scheduling more posts over there so I can put my all-in time into the app. But I think it's just a good place to place them so that they're not lost. And if they decide 2 weeks later they want a challenge pack, they'll know where to find me. Like, I'll be right there in that group, and they can obviously see that others are going to be doing that too. So that's just an idea. So if you set up a Facebook group and have all of your people in it, and then have that app where everybody can log that workout, log that Shakeology, it's just a little more, like you said, it's pushing, it's going, it's, hammer down kind of stuff. And Facebook's more kind of slow paced. So just an idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth all the time trying to figure out the best way to, organize my groups and run them, and who can be in what. And I feel like I'm in 5 different places all the time, but that's just what I do right now until I find a system that I like. I currently have, the very first challenge group I ever started out with, I just kept adding the new challengers to that every single month, and it grew and grew and grew, and it's to probably 125 people right now. And that's for anybody that has ever purchased any type of Beachbody program, product, whatever, they're in there. Recently this month, I got 5 new challengers, and I just threw them in one tiny group together so that I could kind of give them more one-on-one focus to really help them get started on the right foot. Because I heard a coach talk about how she does that because she feels like throwing them in a big group to start off with can be overwhelming. I was like, I can see that. So I'm just testing this out to see if it makes a difference or not. In addition, I have a lot of challengers that are like, I like Facebook, but I don't like the app, and then vice versa. So I also have the app going. Then lastly, I have a general health and wellness group that is, oh, we're going to lose this in 10 minutes. For anybody that like I've ever talked to and they're like, you know, yeah, I like health and fitness, but I don't want to do Beachbody, or yeah, but I don't have the money or whatever. I just throw them in this group. So this is for anybody, basically anybody that has nothing to do with Beachbody. And kind of like Brittany said, I'm not super active in there. I try my best to at least show up every day and just, hey, I worked out, I did this, just to stay present. That coach Christy that was on that call, she kind of talked about, she has a similar thing. And when she has ran, you know, like free 5-day crock pot challenges or self-love challenges or whatever she's doing, she does it within that big giant group. Just so those people are constantly seeing her show up. And, you know, as she does a different challenge every time, it's going to attract different people. And she said now when she's ready to run Clean Week, she will advertise it right in that group too. So that's, I think, a more targeted way to reach your people that you know are interested in health and fitness. So if you haven't started up just a general health, fitness, whatever group, you might consider doing that. If you know, have the brain at this point to do it. I know it can be a lot to try and keep that all straight, but it's just something that has helped me a little bit. But yeah, that's where I'm at with groups right now. I don't have a solid system that I like, but I'm working on it. Anybody else?
Yeah, so I have a question about the group that we're going to have. We're starting for this Clean Week.
Yep.
So I thought Erin had sent out that it was starting on the 9th. So, and then Marissa was telling me that's changed. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, I think Erin had said the 16th, and then me jumping the gun, I looked at the wrong week on the calendar, and I was like, oh, well, I'm starting the 9th. And then Erin's like, well, how are they going to order Shakeology? And I was like, oh, crap, you're right. So that was, I think, my fault with the miscommunication. I did talk to Marissa kind of in a Facebook message. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember. And I kind of told her like where we were at with that. So the group of us as coaches together running it will start this 16th.
Okay.
One thing that I've done, like if I am inviting in some girls like, well, I don't want to wait. I don't want to make them wait. I will let them order now and I will work with them one-on-one to hold them accountable. But as a group, 16th, so that they can order Shakeology and have it time for it to get to them.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one more thing. When you were talking about the scheduling your dates for your challenge groups for the rest of the year,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lady that I've been working with. She's actually a friend of mine. She's extremely creative, and she made the invite for Diana's baby shower. So she's got like a good eye for creative stuff. And I had posted looking for somewhere to make stickers, because one thing I absolutely hate doing is opening up my planner and getting confused on what I want where and not laying it out and being consistent for at least 90 days, because they say be consistent for 90 days and you'll start to see the rollover. Well, my issue has been that I'll go 30 days and then change it, or I'll go 60 days and change it. And I'm not giving it enough time to actually see if it works. So she saw my post that I made about looking for stickers that I could customize. And she was like, I can make any type of sticker you want. So I actually have a list made of what I need for the rest of the year, and then a list made of what I need for next year. So I'm literally going to have a sticker made for challenge groups beginning and ending, free groups beginning and ending, coaching sneak peeks, when I want to hit success clubs, when we have calls, when there's national wake up calls, Janelle's calls, like everything that has to do with my coaching business is going to be made into a sticker. And I'm going to be able to open up my calendar and literally just go bam, 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 bam. Like I'm going to have post So at least one post a day, there's going to be a sticker for one post a day. Like, Motivation Monday, Tip Tuesday, Challenger, like Woman Candy Wednesday or whatever. But I'm going to sit down with her hopefully in about a week and a half. She's getting married next weekend, and have her create the stickers for the rest of the year. And if she gets them done and they're really awesome, I'll let you guys know, because that might be something some of you may be interested in doing, is getting like a bulk amount of stickers, because then you don't have to go in and literally write out everything and lose track, or start a challenge group at a certain time one month and then change it the next month. And this way, when you go to invite, you'll be able to open up your calendar, see exactly what's on the planner, and go, okay, I know this group's going to start on this day. And the reason is because, like you said, if you have Clean Week the last week of the month and you start your actually paid group the second week of the next month, they have an entire week to get their order in. And that just makes sense. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting some bulk stickers made, and hopefully it helps. But, yeah. So I'll keep y'all updated on that.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that. I like being creative. It makes me feel organized sometimes. We have 4 minutes left until this quits on us. Anything else? Anybody wants to ask or comment or?
Erin, I was going to ask you, I know, I don't know, a month or so ago, you had said that you were changing your challenge group where it didn't have day 1 through 21. It was just going to be continuous. And I was just wondering how that went, because I was like, oh, that might be a good idea, and I'm just curious. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. So it was going well for me, because then I could add new people at any time, but I have noticed that people are slowly not sending me their weights and measurements like the first of the month. But it does seem like they are weighing in on Monday, but I remind them like every Sunday and Monday to weigh in on Monday. So I just have to remind them, I think, more, but I try to, but they used to send them to me a lot more, so I think I need to work on that part of it.
I was just curious. I don't know. I have a large group, kind of like Lauren, you were talking about your group with over 100 people. I have one with like 100 people from customers over the years. And I mean, like, nobody posts. And of course, the people that would post are in the app, and they're not going to post in the app and the group. So I'm just kind of, I don't want to like just leave that group alone, but it kind of gets annoying to put in your time and nobody posts.
So honestly, I've taken the time, and it can seem frustrating at times, but then like you get that one message and you're like, okay, I'm glad I did this. Reaching out personally to them again, being like, hey, I know it's been several months. I haven't seen anything from you. Is there anything I can do to help? Starting up fresh next month, whatever. Majority of the time, nobody answers. Sometimes I get that one, oh my God, thank you for reaching out. I've been needing to get back on track, and I just keep putting it off. And they get back into it for a little bit. But anyway, we have less than a minute left. Can I take a picture? Ready? Everyone smile pretty. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. We're going to get kicked off here soon. So thank you. Go ahead.
We're going to get, okay. So like go back and read what the Christy said in the all-in group.
Mm-hmm.
Back to that group and try to promote from what they're doing into the silent group.
Yeah. Just brag on them. Like, if they're getting results, be like, holy cow, look what she's doing. She's committed to her Shakeology every day and her workout, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, well, what's the difference here? Why are they getting results and I'm not?
So
you can have that
help the quiet group. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So pump them up a little bit.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calendar spotlighting.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. All right. Well, thanks for getting on, everybody. We'll do this again next week or the week after. All right.
Thank you for listening, Lauren. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.